Yeah, good morning, guys. It is me, your brother, your friend. We are here again this morning to talk about very, very important information. But we're wearing a bema wune or one more if you. That is the situation of things as far as the Edo State space is concerned. It has been a very hectic week for the Edo people and the governor of the state, Governor Inoira Obaseki. And it has been a very tough one that the entire political space have been torn aglow. But we that believe in the moving forward of the Edo state, we will not give up until we achieve our aims. But having said that, I am one who is actually clamoring for peace. I am one who is actually clamoring for unity because a state cannot move forward when they are not united. Since the outbreak of this NSAS protest and the palliative issues that have come up, people have taken the entire process to another dimension, as if we are now having another election in the corner. But that is not actually the truth right now because election is already won. Please share this video, those of you that are online with me now. Election is already won. And the winner has been declared. And the electionary period is over. So what we need to have now is a united family building good governance, turning the Edo State to the hallmark of developmental strives, and also making sure that the people of Edo, whether those that voted for Obaseki or not, are actually getting the dividends of democracy, which they have actually fought for all this while. That is one thing that people like me are actually clamoring for. I want to use this medium, to speak to some of our brothers back in Africa, but in particular, and some of them in Europe also, who are actually going around right now creating a political tension and a political tsunami in the state, all because of their political interest and affiliations to any of the candidates that either won or lost the last general to go back to that election in Edo State. I want to say a big one to you guys. Please, guys, we need to talk right now. I want you guys to come aboard. We need to speak to each other. So while we do that, I wanted to just listen to this, music that we normally play. Edo must move forward. Listen, guys.
So must move forward, move forward, backward never. No comparison, move forward, backward never. Forward ever, backward never. Obaseki na the man. We know forward ever, backward never. Shaibu said na the man. We go. Edo must move forward, move forward, backward never. Welcome from that is move forward, backward never. Forward never, backward never. Obaseki na the man. We don't go forward never, backward never. Shaibu said na the man.
Yeah. Why I decided to play that music is just to let us know we are done dusted with elections. Okay. Right now, we now have an Edo. Not a PDP, not an APC. If you want to criticize the government, it is allowed. Salime, I'm very fine. We are fine. We bless God, sir. And how is yours? And if you want to criticize the government, it is allowed. There is no question about that. Please share this video. It is allowed. You're free to do all you need to do. Make your criticisms constructive. Make your criticisms within the ambits of trying to make Edo a better place. Not incitement, not causing enmities between the same family. We are the Edo people. We as the Edo people, we are one united family. We are gone with elections. It is over, and we must put it behind us. If you lost in the last election, I say congratulations. If you won, I say also congratulations. Those of you that are being bitter right now over what happened in the last election, I say, please, guys, let's drop the past. Let's focus on the future. If you won in the last election, I would still say, let's drop the past. Let's focus on the future. If you have issues with anyone because of the campaign, please, the campaign is over. Go back, have a handshake. Have an embracement. It is past. It is done. Long done. Over a month ago now, the election is over. Over. We are now in a new era. The era to move Edo to the next level. We are now in a time where we need one another commitment for a better Edo. If we create mayhem as a result of our bitterness, if we create all form of acrimonies as a result of our hatred for the man who won the election, one thing you need to know is the same thing you are planning for the people you thought won is the same thing you'll be planning for yourself, knowingly and unknowingly. Let me try to explain that to you guys. Those of you today who is shouting, no, Obaseki is an idiot. Obaseki is a devil. And many things you say today, it is okay. Beautiful, fine. You start to create mayhem in the state by sponsoring hoodlums, by importing people to create economy and security tension in the state. All for you to discredit the guy who you never thought would have won. One thing you need to understand here is this. At the end of the day, you as a person will be affected. Because when you don't have an Edo state that is in peace, you yourself will not be in peace. You will not be in peace, brother. If you decide to create a war in the state, you will also be caught in the middle of the war. If you're in Europe, creating, hey, Abewa, your father might be there. Your mother-in-law, your father-in-law might be there. Your brothers and sisters might be there. Your uncles, your niece, your nephews, your cousins, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth to 20th cousins might be in Nigeria, might be in Edo State. So when you lick the fire of Wahala, you might sit in your comfort zone in Europe. You might sit in your comfort zone in America, in Australia, in Asia, in other part of Africa. But you will be surprised, guys, that your father and mother will be there to bear the bond of your mistake, of your incitement. Even you will be saying you na even obey for being there. Who they come your house might not know you, because not be every boys for street know who you be. So when they go come to, they go come in a way that they go see attack you, you not go know. So that is the reason why I'm telling you guys, make we drop this wahala. There is no need for them again. It don't pass. Let's now focus on the future. How are we going to join Obaseki to make this government workable? Not this work. Because since yesterday I've been coming out to say, guys, let's drop this old mess. I heard some guys, I don't know how true it is, that some guys went to go and burn deputy governor's house. I want to say, guys, burning the house of your own brother, the deputy governor, Right Honorable Philip Shaibu, is your brother. If you burn his house, you just reduce the development in your local government. In Jetu. Maybe that house is what actually made that place to look like wow. Maybe that house is one thing that actually brought out the beauty in your local government, or in your ward, wherever it is. Now you want to set it ablaze, all because of political acrimonies. At the end of the day, bros, your village go return back to village. Shaibo fit your verse, you go carry in life, come Benin. You go carry in life, come back to Benin. My brother, Terry Godson, will you allow anybody to burn your house? Will you allow anyone to set your house ablaze? We as a people, we should stop supporting evil. No matter how beautiful we think it to be, guys, we should not support any form of evil. If you say they should seize the house, that will make sense. Why burning a house, setting the house ablaze? Why burning a house, setting the house ablaze? You don't know what happened, so you should ask, why did they want to burn his house? You should ask, what was the reason why his house was about to be set on fire? So you must ask something. You must ask questions that you get answers. We don't just come in and make inciting statement. This is the statement I'm talking about right now. Okay, these people have been there for years. For you to fight against a bad government, you don't use violence to do it. Most of the time, it will create a war that the entire nation will be destroyed. Go see Syria today. Go see Afghanistan today. Go see Iraq today. Go see Yemen today. They are down. Go see Libya today. They are crying. They are saying, if I had known, we would have gone through this path. So we that is preaching peace today, we are preaching peace in order for us not to turn the state we think we want to help into a war zone that we cannot be able to control. So if you feel a governor is not doing well, you feel a deputy governor or any of these people is not doing well, raise a petition against them. Raise a petition against them. Let them be suspended from traveling away from Nigeria. Raise a petition against them in all Europe countries where they love going to. Grant them in Nigeria there. They will start taking a ride. But when you begin to set the entire state on fire because you hate a man, because you feel this man is not doing well, you have just created more problem for the state than solution. That is my point. I am not saying whether they are doing well or they are not doing well. I am an Edoite, and my concern is to have a peaceful Edo, whereby we can be able to go and contribute our quota and make Edo a better place. Okay, guys? So that is my point. That is where the angle I'm coming from. That is the angle I am coming from. I don't care about, right now, I'm not talking about whether the man is corrupt or the man is not corrupt. My point right now is this: if we instigate a war, if we instigate a tribal war, if we instigate any form of violence that will backfire on us as a state, we are going to be the loser. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I heard that it was the youth that actually caught the boys who came in to set the deputy governor house on fire. The boys were not from Jetu village. What do you think? If the Jetu boys have decided to do a reprisal on Oshomole's home, by them just thinking that this whole idea was Oshomole's plan. Come on, guys. We need to think a little bit faster now. What about the guys who caught those boys yesterday? Decided to do a reprisal on Comrade Adams Oshomole's home in Iyamo. We would have set the entire door not on fire by now. People would have been killed. The soldiers would have come on the street, shooting our youth, shooting our children, shooting our mothers and fathers. Whereas these two guys, the governor, the deputy governor, and the ex-governor, will still be living without nothing. They will fly away from their villages, either come to Benin or they will fly to Abuja or even fly out of the country. Who are the people that is going to bear the bond? That's my question now. It is the less privileged that you think that you are fighting for. It is those people who cannot afford even 50,000 naira to run to Lagos or Cotonou by road will be the people that will bear the bond and the aftermath of our actions. So, if that is the case, what is now your submission? If that is the case, what do you think we should do right now? Is it instigating more war or clamoring for peace? Is it instigating more war or we clamor for peace? So that both parties should put down their sword so that we can talk as a people. It's going to get out of hand if care is not taken. Lagos State is no more talking about palliative, brothers. Kwara State is no more talking about palliative right now. Calabar is no more talking about palliative right now. But why is it that the palliative in Benin, that's not even as, is the lowest of all the states that they've gotten any food at all in the warehouse? Is the lowest in all. Why is it that the one that has the lowest palliative, storage is not the one that is now having the highest tension in the entire federation? That is my question. Why inciting? Why instigating war? either political or tribal war. Why? The food have been taken. Yes. The people have eaten the food. Yes. The what next? They even vandalized the entire state. They destroyed everybody's home. They went into Doris Day. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Okay. That ask them. Okay. 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 I will call you back later when I'm done. Okay. So now I just got a very intriguing news right now. I just got a breaking news right away. There was an audio, a WhatsApp audio that was going around during the time, and no, let me leave that first. Let me go over talk more on what I'm saying now. Now, you causing any political trouble in the state, it's not going to help you. Rather, it's going to create more problem for the state. Thank you, Salam Matu Oran Saye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. I've talked about that. This whole thing, they should forget about it. It is gone. It is gone. Let us unite now. They've eaten the food. Why not using that to create problem, to create war in the state? There was a video that one pastor did, that the government went to go and arrest, and the pastor said tomorrow they're going to set the entire government properties on fire in Edo State. Obaseki is a bastard. The man is a pastor. He was arrested, and I just heard now that he had been released. Order from above for him to be released. That if the information he even had was even from Abuja. Listen, guys, Edo people, let us be wise. We have been saying that the problem we have in Nigeria today is the inability for us as a people to be united. I have said this many times in the last few days in my videos. The problem we are having today is inability for us to be united as a people. So these guys are taking advantage of our disunity to get into the fold. Every day we make a mistake for no reason that I don't know. You cannot hate a man so much, hate him so much, that you just want him to fail. Even if setting the entire state on fire, you don't care. do ya na we nwa aya bofe no rahi na get bofe bahi. So those of you who understood my dialect will understand what I just said. It's wisdom that is needed in a time like this. They will only push us into war, tribal war. It is for the benefit of some people. Do you actually know that people make money when there is war? Do you actually know that people make so much money when there is war? And do you also know that many of the people today we have strive in violence? Let's take the NSAS process as an example. From NSAS protest, hoodlums took over the street, started stealing. Then they have a jailbreak, which was orchestrated anyways by the government. I've been saying that from the beginning. Now, they now have the shootout at the protesters in Lekki Togate and many other states. Now they now have the palliative wahala all over the federation. Now they are not inciting the Edo people against themselves. What is their gain? When there is a crisis in a state, it gives room for the criminal elements in the state to perpetrate their evil. Terry Godson, I did a video this morning on one of my wall. I think I would love you to go and watch that video. I said a little about my life history. Okay? I don't believe, I repeat, I do not believe people decide to be criminals because they just want to be criminals. Okay, let me give you a little bit story again about my history. Don't mind Manabogo. Manabogo is that guy is one of the problems. That's what I'm saying now. That's why the problem of Edo State. They are the one that's actually inciting the people to create mayhem for their own personal selfish interests. That is the truth, my brother. I was 17 years, going to 18 when my father died. I was climbing to 18 when I lost my dad. So you imagine this guy of 17 years, and I'm climbing close to my 50s now. My mother had no job. We were 6 in number. So if I was 17, so my elder brother would not be more than 20-something. Or maximum 30. At the time we lost our dad. So we were all kids. I have 3 at my front. I have 2 after me. Do you know that today, the 6 of us never stole, even without the help of nobody? We decided to take our destinies in our hands. My elder brother, myself, and my younger sister, we actually sponsored ourselves in school. We sponsored ourselves in school. From that age, I go to people's farm. I carried, bokiti, these bricklayers. Then I left Benin. I went to Warri. I taught in a private school, and I go to people's home to teach them. Okay? I go to schools, I go to people's home to teach them. This is just a secondary school guy. Without no university degree yet. Get it very clearly, guys. I was teaching an SSC guys to write WAEC. Why I just finished school, I've not even gotten into the university. Do you know the reason why I did that? I never wanted to steal. My friends were riding in big cars. I knew they were armed robbers because we were all in the secondary school while we were there. They were a little bit, strong and tough. But I didn't want to take that quickly. I decided to be my own self and find my destiny. It has brought me to where I am today. It is a matter of choice. When I left Nigeria and I came to Sweden, sorry guys that I need to come this because people need to understand that most of the time we blame the government for everything. It is a choice. When I left Nigeria, I came here to this country without nobody's cover. Nobody. I paid the bills all by myself. Nobody in my family will say today, I gave you 1 naira. Nobody. I came here and I met a very ugly situation in this country because of the language barrier and all that and that. But I decided not to also go into fraud. My friends were doing internet fraud, my brother. Here in this place. My friends were doing internet job in this nation, in this country. I'm speaking live now, people are hearing me. They were making so much money. In the first 1 year, they were buying cars home. I could not even pay rent for a room to myself. We were 7 guys in a room. And I was more intelligent than these people. Some of the things they were doing, I didn't know. I showed them some of the way computer is being operated. But these guys were making a lot of money. I knew their job. I never wanted to be part of it. Even when they told me, okay, since you have documents, because I came to study, so I came with a 2 years visa. So since you have document, okay, why don't you bring your account so that any money will take, you get 20%. Do you know that would have blown my head? So wow, 20% of the money. Oh, this is big. But yet I refused to succumb to it. Because I know where I'm going to. I said, no, this is not my lifestyle. I didn't steal when I was young. I can't do it now. I have stood on the path of me, walking my way. Gradually to where I think I should be. Let me also check you guys. Let me also shock you guys. I started an online business. I don't talk about business and most time, but I need to say this so people understand that the life you live is a choice. I started an online business 2018. Yeah, around June, July. The business is very payable. It is workable. But I didn't, because I love taking my step one after the other. I don't rush over anything. That is my life. I don't see you because Apostle Alfred is rich. I want to be rich. No. Or MD Sosa is rich. I want to be rich. I don't care about it. I don't give a hoot about that. I run my life my way. That is me. And that's what I teach people. I run my life my own way. Not your way. Not the way you want it. My own way. Many people that we started with before, they've already gone. They're making so much money. Okay? But I am taking myself cool. But today, I am not decided to come back. It is time for me to now face my business. And it has been working. Many people who know me yet will testify that it has been working. I'm home now. I don't work anymore. I get paid from my online business. I'm home. I sit down here every day and talk to you guys. And yet I get paid. I make my money. Not from this job, but I have another business I do, which I also do online. So I work from home. So that's why I have the old time. When I have leisure time, I just come online, try to make some fun by talking to people. So you see, guys, it's become a choice for me on how I want my life to be. So if you don't have a parental help, bros, you can make a life out of your mess. To every mess, there is a message. To every mess, there is a message. You must look at the message surrounding your mess in order for you to achieve a purposeful life. Don't always rely on, the government did not help us. I'm not saying the government should not help them. No, I'm not saying that. I've been one of those advocates of government must do something to alleviate the suffering of the people. I've been one that have been saying the government must do everything humanly possible to make sure that the people must be their priority. But having said that, in the climate that we live in, you can also build yourself out of nothing. I have a young boy who's working with me today. I'm a movie producer, okay? I have a young boy who's working with me today. He's a young boy. He's about 28, 29. Okay? Young boy. He would have gone to steal. I met him. The guy's hustling. I took him in. Okay, guy, I see. Listen, guys, it's a matter of choice. So let's stop actually blaming. We must begin to educate our people that government cannot provide all. Even in Europe, government does not provide all. You didn't steal in your time because you decided not to be a criminal. You took the hard way. Some of you went through Mediterranean Sea and come to Europe. That was a great choice. You said to take that choice. You would have remained at home, being an armed robber, be a cultist, waiting for others to feed you. But he said, nah, I won't. I'm taking the hard way. I'm building a future for my tomorrow. You did that. That is how a state can move forward. People decided to change the narratives about their own life. For there to be a better state, there must be a better people first. You must change you before you can change others. I know people are not going to like this message because, me, I'm not controversial. I am one guy who comes out to tell you the way it is. And I will always continue saying the truth to power and to people to understand. I use myself as an example because I'm an example of who I am. I stand for truth. I'm always on the path of truth all my life. Justice is what I stand for. So it is not about the government. It is about the mind of the people. An average African want to get everything free of charge. Olori Collins, just forget that Abogun is not jealousy. This is what I'm saying now. A man that cannot be able to attain anything from his life will be jealous of others, will see others as criminals. It happens to me, brother. I talk out of experience. Okay? It happens when people are doing what you think it is impossible. To you, they are criminals. In my life, I'm alive. In my life, I have never engaged in any form of criminality or bad business. I work to survive. I use my brain positively to turn my fortune all around. A boss man, no nonsense. Let me explain that. You guys are really distracting me today. Now, he said, I read, one guy, boss man, no nonsense, is an APC guy, I know, because he has been following me all around, and I like him. Said, Godwin Obaseki gave 800,000 naira each to 50 social media presenters. Through Abatabaze, yet you post address him as Mr. Saint. Now, let me try to educate people on electionaries. We must start getting how things work. We must start getting how things actually works. I want you to ask Bossman, I want you to ask the pastor Zaki Yamu's camp if there was no allocation for social media publicity presenters in APC camp. The money you're talking about right now has nothing to do with Edo State government. I repeat, when our father, Captain Dr. Osa West Okumbo, said he was going to use his last kobo to make sure that Izeyamu wins, what was he talking about? It is using money, not government money now, but friends coming together to assist the campaign of Pastor Sage Izeyamu. People raise money for Governor Obaseki. So the money you're talking about now, and they have departments, they have media, they have so they have social media, they have news media, which is newspaper, they have the regular TVs, which are AIT, ITV, and all that. Money were budgeted for each and every one of these people to carry out their job effectively in order to disseminate the programs and the campaign of the Obaseki government. I didn't get the money. I was not aware of it. But as a man who understood how politics works, I should be able to explain some certain things for you. Like I said, how the money was being shared, that is not my that's not my problem right now. But saying Obaseki is this and that, that's what I said. No, that is not corruption. Those money are called campaign funds, be donated by people in order to support the campaign of Obaseki. Friends comes in, if people comes in. Okay, you're not understanding what I'm saying now. The money does not belong to the Edo State government. It is people's money. Do you know how much they are spending today in America on Trump and Joe Biden's campaign? Do you know how much was spent by Pastor Sage Izeyamu that you supported during the election? We should not throw the baby and the water away because we don't like the water. We must change our mindset over how things works. Even when I don't like someone, but there are facts and figures that I need to put before the public, I will not deceive myself, knowing fully well that what I am saying is not because of my hatred for someone. That money does not belong to Obaseki. That was a campaign fund. That was a campaign fund. My group, we spent close to 6 million, if I'm not mistaken, on Obaseki campaign. The Edos in Diaspora Support Group for Obaseki. There are big boss everywhere during the campaign. It was us that actually did it. We didn't get any money from Obaseki. Okay? Yeah, it's all about Obaseki. Mr. Tom, it is people that took me back to that place, that brought me in there. So if you have been following me, maybe this is your first time following me, if you have been following my video, you know that I analyze things. So I don't speak about myself. Myself came in when they said the government is making people to be poor. And I said, no, that's not true. So when you follow somebody, try to actually to know where the whole issue is coming from. That will help you to understand where we are going to or where we are coming from. You can just come into a program within the middle. You cannot be able to get in to actually know what brought in a question or what brought in a contribution. Like somebody just talking about the 800,000 naira now. I'm trying to explain that now. So if you come in, you're going to think I'm talking about the money. Yes, I'm saying now. So that's why you need to like try to. I don't talk about myself. Somebody asked a question that people are poor in Nigeria, and I don't say, and it's all about the government. I said no. I am an example of a guy who's supposed to have been an armed robber because of the life we lived. That's how my story came in. I was poor. I had nothing. My parents was poor. So it was a thing that would have made us to go into armed robbery. But we didn't do that. We took the hard way. We fought ourselves out. Then I am here today. So that is why you got that story. That story is to buttress someone's question or contribution to the matter. That's how I deal with my video. I interact with my people. No matter how negative your question is, I always try to give you analysis so that you understand where I'm coming from. That's why people love me. Both the APC, the PDP, everybody is always with me because they know I don't shut up people, I don't insult people, but I do my best to make sure I make you to understand where I'm going to. Okay, so that is that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. So you're gonna love my show, I promise you, because I'm one guy who comes up, put all in, and just make things work together. Okay. I just make things work together. That's who I am. I don't look at people. I try to make people to understand where we are going. I don't say, shut up, delete him, block him. No. Because if I block you or I delete you, you will not understand where I'm going. Except you started insulting. When you say insulting, that's why I say, okay, no. We don't insult. Throw your words in. Then we'll argue together. It's an interactive session for me. We'll put it together. Then you understand where I'm coming from. Then I will understand where you are going to. So, guys, let's go back again. There's no need of us fighting ourselves. Election is over. Iman Abogun is my brother. I said it yesterday. Kola Adokpayi is my brother. Mazis, Genosage is my brother. Abatabase, Stalin Sakonakodi, Ebo Stone, all these people, even Tony Kabaka is my brother. You will be surprised that I'm from Obe. No, I didn't reside there. I am from Obe. I'm from Obe Wase. I'm from Obe Wase. I didn't reside there. I'm from my parents' house. My great-great-grandfather is from Obe there. So if you draw the link somehow, I'm related to some of these people. So we are all brothers. Election is gone. What are we going to do to build Edo to be a better place? That is just what I am fighting for. What are you and I going to do to make Edo should be the thing now? Obaseki don't win. Maybe we leave who win now. And that's okay. Now Obaseki has won. What are we going to do? How are we going to force him to do more than he did in his first term? That's how I call it constructive criticisms. This is what Imanabogo is not doing. And it's painful to me when he's not doing that. I expected him to have by now be speaking to us on the things that he thought or he expected the governor to do. That's what I'm saying now. I don't know why we're not looking at it. Oh, Phyllis Abu is a thief. A man that have been in Edo State House of Assembly for 8 years. He was in the House of Rep for 1 year, 8 months. He had been a deputy governor for 4 years. He was a NAS president for 8 years. Guy, you cannot say such a man will be poor based on the Nigerian political setting. Based on the Nigerian political setting, you can't say such a man is going to be a poor man. No, I'm not. I don't think so. Filling station will be the lowest it can do. Denko came from Canada. Denko, the House of Rep member, president of here, came from Canada. Denko has filling stations even in Warri. Yes, lots of it in Benin, even in Warri. This is Denko's first time of being in politics. This is the first time of Denko being in politics. Okay? The first time. But he only had all those things before he came in. So if Denko that was an ordinary man, just an hustler like me, you and I in Europe, was able to do that, then how do you expect a guy who has been in government since 1999 based on the Nigerian setting of politics? Based on the Nigerian setting of politics, how do you expect it? That they cannot build a filling station, they cannot build a house. Many of you here, many of you watching me here, you have a very beautiful, palatial mansions in Edo State. Many of you watching me now, you have very beautiful, structured palatial mansions in Edo State. You live in Europe. You do just normal jobs. Either you're a doctor, people drive. They build palatial houses in Edo. So you coming out to go to video is a filling station calling him thief doesn't really make sense. This is what I'm saying now. Because like a high level of jealousy. Okay, so what you need to do is to come up with programs that can block if you feel that they are stealing. If you see that they are stealing or they are embezzling, do your investigation, not this Braha investigation, and sue these guys to EFCC. Let's stop destroying one another. Please, guys. It's not working. It's not helping us as a people. It's not helping. You destroy me will not make you to be better than me. I told somebody one day, I said, listen, if you destroy me, maybe we are doing business together. They will not still give you because they will not give you can't do it. You can't do two of that thing together now. You can't do the two. So you only get one. So what the need of you destroy me when when you destroy me, they're not going to give you that chance for you to take over me in that place. The best you just need to do So allow me be. Then if I'm making something wrong, be constructive in your criticisms. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. That I said this is your first time. I've done a lot of that. I've even introduced a lot of businesses to Edo people, that we can all put our hands together and build a future for us. I've done that, sir. That's why you need to just watch most of my videos. You're going to see them there. I've done a lot of that during during the campaign time. Even after the campaign, I've done series of videos on how we can make Edo great again. I've done series of videos on how we can collaborate as Edo people in Europe and build, industries and companies in Edo State. And I've also come up with other businesses that we can also do in Europe here, so that we can be better at those. So these are things I'll be doing. My talk is not just about politics alone. People know me. I do all this money. This morning, if you watch my wall, I posted a post on my wall on the same attire I just wore now. I posted a post on my wall trying to explain to people how you can have something better for your life. So it's just about choice. It's about choice. So when you feel you don't want to work with an Edo man, or you don't want to work with a black man, some people will tell me, no, Nigerians are criminals. No. If one is criminal, try another. That's how it works. If this business fails, try another until you get the right one. That's how life is. So because you had a business with somebody and it failed, you decide not to come back again. It becomes wrong of you. We've done that, Mr. Tom. We've done that. We have been doing that, and I will continue, trying to encourage our people to actually invest back home. We are not investing. Some of us are not even investing here. That's the truth. We're going to talk about that in time. Some of us are not even investing here. Not of investing back home. We spend our monies the way we like. Buying Gucci's. I don't know who you are trying to impress. Okay? So, guys, my plea today is this. Let us unite and build a better, just like my brother said now, Tom. We need that. We need to have that unity for us to be able to do business together. You must trust me. I must trust you. That trust must come up. No matter how bad it is, you must understand one or two people that you can actually put a lot of confidence in to come together and build a better future. When a man is marrying a woman, it's out of trust. They don't know each other before. They met on the road, in the bus, in the train, in the flight, wherever. They get connected. From there, the man said, will you marry me? And they come together. It is trust that brought them together. So the same trust is what we need to build if we want to have a better Edo. And for us to be able to invest home, we must not have an Edo that is peaceful, that is accommodating. Not an Edo whereby there is incitement. How can you expect somebody taking a video to someone else filling station to say the man stole money to build a filling station? That is pure incitement. That is pure incitement, brother. That is pure incitement. The youth can just wake up now and go set that filling station on fire. And you know the collateral damage it will cause to all the neighboring houses around that place. We must be wise. We must be wise. That's my plea. The video you have done now can cause an incitement that people will just go now and set that filling station on fire. You know our youth, some of them don't think that what they are doing might affect others. They will just do it. And the entire houses around the area will be on fire. So, guys, let us drop the past. The election is over. Let us have a united Edo to build a better future for tomorrow. If you're living in Europe, during the election is okay, but after the election, please, let's stop all form of incitement. It's not going to help us as a state. No. You're going to actually make many people to run away. Most of you here today, you will start building your house in Lagos. I don't have a house in Lagos. I don't have a house in any state. I have my homes in Edo. I said I will never, I repeat, I will never build outside Edo State, not for any reason. Because I love my state. And the same thing I want us to start developing. The same thing. You live abroad, you're not living in Nigeria, that you work in Lagos, so you build your house in Lagos. We understand. You work abroad, you go and build your house in Lagos. Doesn't make sense. The reason is because we feel Edo is not safe. So we must put the safety of Edo as our priority. Many of us here, our house is in Lagos, not in the Benin City, because we feel the state is not safe. You are developing many of our businesses in Lagos. Our business is in Lagos, not in Edo, because we say the state is not safe. So if we decide to not build an environment that has safety in it, you will see that Edo can develop faster than it is today. Many people in abroad, many Edos, have gigantic businesses in Lagos. Many of them have gigantic businesses in Abuja. We have Edo billionaires, many Edo billionaires, they live in Abuja. All their businesses is in Abuja. All their businesses is in Lagos. This business can be brought back to Benin. They are not actually doing the business without Lagos. They can know. That's not the issue. The issue is they are looking for an environment that is conducive, that is safety, that is business friendly, whereby they can strive and prosper in their business. So they choose Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Warri. They leave the state because of this jealousy, unnecessary enmity that we just develop within us. Just because we feel the other man is getting better than me, we do everything to bring the person down. It doesn't work, brothers. I am pleading with you guys. Let's peace reign. Let's have a united Edo. Edo of our dream. We voted Obaseki to have a change. And let's give the change a chance. Let's give Obaseki a chance to build Edo for us. If at the end of the day, it's not working well, we will not decide to change the narratives. We want them to start working. We want them to be accountable to us. That is the truth. Bossman, Joe Biden has been in the Senate for over 20-something years. He was a vice president for 8 years. Now he's contesting for the presidency of America. That's what I'm saying. We should always read history. Joe Biden was in the Senate for over 20 years in America. Then he became the vice president with Barack Obama for 8 years. And now he's fighting to become the president of America. And if he wins, he wants to rule another 8 years. Calculate the years, it's over 40 years of his life in the political space. No, Joe Biden has been in government, has been in politics, in government for over 45 years of his life. Go check history, sir. You know, me, I do research. So that's why you see me, I don't always criticize people. You know, if you know you are good, you come out and try your popularity. That is what politics is all about. Okay, guys. Any more question? That is what Emmanuel is trying to do. He wants the youth to burn Philip station because of jealousy. I believe you, sir. I believe you on that. 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 Olori Collins, I believe you on that. No, Christy Richard, I believe you on that. Yes, ma. Joe Biden has been in police for over. Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. You have been there. Now, the looting of treasury, Bossman, let me explain. Listen, guys, we need to start getting something right. Please, guys, I want you guys to always follow me, learn something from my broadcast. You see, I don't fight for viewers. I get viewers on my own because I try to educate people. The looting in Africa is the paper, the document, is the document called the Constitution. When the document is fraudulent, it gives loopholes for people to loot. Let me give you an example, Bossman. Do you know in the Nigerian Constitution, the security vote is not accounted for? The security vote is not accounted for. That is what the Constitution says. Nobody has the right to ask the governor or the president on how the security vote was spent. That is a loophole for corruption. The State House of Assembly and the National House of Assemblies received bogus salaries, very bogus salaries. Do you know why? The salary was not pegged on that. They only pegged their basic salary, but they never pegged what is their allowances. So, and they said you have allowances. So they decided to use their own criminal mind to now peg outrageous allowances for themselves. That is constitutional corruption. Now, the Constitution also says money will be allocated to the federal government for their feeding. Such monies are not also being accounted for. And do you know every government, whether state or federal, gets grants, get gifts as foods, cows, rice, anything you can think of from people, either contractors or companies in the state. But certain money are being allocated to them to feed in a year. That money is not accounted for. That is a loophole for corruption. So if you check all I've just said now, you will understand that the kind of corruption we'll talk about today is a constitutional and institutionalized corruption in Africa. It is a constitutional and institutionalized corruption in Africa. That is the problem. Thank you, guys. We're having our Zoom meeting. Now, if you're interested in the Zoom meeting, please send me a message on my WhatsApp and I will send you the link. They're just calling me now. We're having a Zoom meeting right away. If you want to be part of the Zoom meeting of the United Southern Nigeria, please just send me a message on my WhatsApp and I will send you the link right away. We'll meet again later in the day. Have a good day. God bless you guys. Bye for now.